Hey you guys, it's me Kiana coming at you today, and I'm coming at you sharing with you guys how you can make this vegetarian dish. And you guys that are vegetarian or vegan, you're really going to appreciate me sharing this dish, because what this is going to do is going to not only save you money, but it's going to be able to control what you're actually putting in your body and what you're actually putting into the items that you're consuming or eating. Now, for me, I am making this early in the morning because Nene is going away for 2 weeks to one of her friends' houses. And it's quite a distance. So what I'm going to do is pre-package her some meals. Now, this is also a tip for you guys. In your deli department, you can get containers like this. And let me share it with you. Let me show you what it looks like. You can get containers like this, you guys. You guys know that you can get those pre-made meals at your local food market. Well, the containers that they come in, they will sell them to you in the deli department. I actually was able to get, I think this is 10, and they gave them to me for 15 cents a piece. So I paid probably about $2, not even that, for 10 of the containers so that I can make up my own lunches, my own dinners, and my own prepackaged meals. So that's a great savings compared to they charge you like $8 per meal, and you don't know who cooked it, you don't know what's in it, and most of the time, of course, it's not going to be a vegetarian meal or vegan meal. So this is a great opportunity. Go ahead over there, baby. For you to make your own meals. So if you like this tip, then make sure you thumbs up, and if you like this video and if it's been helpful to you, make sure you thumbs up as well. So alright, these are the things that you're going to need to make this. Now, I didn't even tell you, I don't think, what we're actually making. We're making vegetarian chicken, popcorn chicken. Or you can make vegetarian fried chicken, or you can make vegetarian baked chicken, or you can make boneless buffalo wings, but they're all going to be meatless, and they're going to be delicious. I'm not going to share a recipe with you guys that is not good. That's just not what I'm not going to do, because people will put you on blast and tell you it was not good. This recipe, you guys, we have made over and over and over again, and it's also Pootie friendly and approved, because Pootie is very particular. He does not like anything that Nene and I eat. So when we made this for the first time and he ate a whole plate of it, we knew that it was outstanding then. So it is definitely Pootie approved, and that's not an easy task. Okay, so these are the things you're going to need. First of all, what I'm doing right now that you can't see on the screen is I'm boiling some hot water in a big pot. And I put some liquid smoke, and I put some low sodium soy sauce in the water. Now, if you want to know the measurements, even though I try to stay away from measurements because everybody's taste buds is different, so I kind of find it like crazy to actually give measurements. But if you must have measurements to try to go by for the first time that you're cooking, I would say probably about, as far as liquid smoke, you probably need about 3 tablespoons, 4. And as far as the soy sauce, I would say about 2 tablespoons. What I try to do is I try to get low sodium items, because things that you're adding into your dish is going to have salt in it. So whenever you can try to like cut some of the salt, then you can do so, if that's something that you're interested in doing. Everybody doesn't have to watch, you know, closely their salt intake. So that's up to you. What you're going to need, I have that water boiling, and I'll tell you in steps of why I have that water going and boiling. Okay, these are the items that you're going to need. Now, in my home, we buy many items like this because we are trying to eat a different lifestyle, and when I'm able to eat, I try to eat vegetarian. I'm not a strict vegetarian yet because the doctor actually recommends that I not become one right at this time, but that is my heart's desire. Nene has been a vegetarian for over 1.5 years, so I at times have to cook meat dinners, and then I have different utensils and cooking items for Nene's food, which is the vegetarian, transitioning into a vegan. So this is one thing that you're going to need. You're going to need Vital Wheat gluten flour. All right, look it up, Google it, whatever you need to do. but we buy many items, and a lot of times we buy a favorite of vegetarians, which is Bob Red Mill. Okay, I like Bob Red Mill products, and most vegetarians do like Bob Red Mill products. So when I see it, I grab a bunch of them. So most of the items that you'll see me cooking with when I'm cooking a meat substitutes is going to be Bob Red Mill. So you're going to need Vital Wheat Gluten Flour. All right, that's going to be the base. You're going to also need, well, you don't need it because we're going to skip it with this, and it still turns out great. You can also use nutritional yeast with this, okay? Nutritional yeast is just like, it just gives it an extra little flavor, but we're going to add many layers of flavor in it, so you don't have to worry about it being flavorless, okay? Some other things you're going to need is some extra virgin olive oil. Okay, that's what we're going to saute it in. If you're trying to fix or fry it in, if you're fixing a fried chicken substitute, okay? Now, if you're fixing a like baked buffalo wing, boneless buffalo wing, you don't have to do this process. You could just put that into a roasting pan or whatever, and then just bake them with the sauce and everything. But again, this is all going to be a process and a step. It's going to be a lot of steps to it, you guys, so I may have to break this down in videos, but it's so worth it, and it saves you big time. I mean, you're going to make a pile of this boneless chicken, you guys, and it's going to cost us very little money, and it tastes delicious, you guys. I lie to you not. My body, after being having the gastric sleeve, I actually can handle this better than chicken. So people that's out there that has had weight loss surgery, trust me, this will actually work out better for you if you can't eat chicken, okay? You're going to need a mixing bowl, all right? Some other items you're going to need is seasonings, and you're going to need a lot of them. What I like to use is this rotisserie chicken seasoning that I got from Sam's Club. It comes in a big container, but you can use any Loudys products or whatever, or you can use Mrs. Dash. That's up to you. Whatever you would normally season your traditional chicken with, you guys, that's what you're going to use. All right. So I have some black pepper, soul seasoning. Paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and chicken seasoning. Now you can use all of those, or you can use some of those, and you can also skip some of those seasons if you like, and use the Lipton onion soup mix. So that's up to you. But like I said, all of those things have salt in it, so you're not going to really need any sea salt or sprinkling salt. Alright, so you're going to need a little water as well. And we have that right here. And you're going to need a pan if you're going to be sauteing or frying it. Or you can use your deep fryer or whatever. But trust me when I say that this is delicious, you guys. It's like, it's crazy how good this is, and it tastes and the texture just like chicken. It really does. This is like the best vegetarian recipe that I can ever give you. Alright, besides the delicious fried eggplant sandwich, you guys, that's like a chicken patty that I showed you guys, trust me, this is even better than that. Alright, so I'm going to use a half a bag of the Vital Gluten Flour. Why? Because remember, I'm making this in bulk to store different meals. Now what I'm going to do, and if you think this is a good idea, let me know, and thumbs up, of course, that lets me know there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually portion out the serving size in these containers, and I'm going to also make her side dishes. That way these are like frozen dinners for her. Okay, so all she has to do is throw this in the microwave and it's done. You know, Nene is about to be 18 years old, but I still like to help her along the way, especially when it concerns nutrition. Why? Because I know that I made so many errors in my lifetime, and everybody needs help no matter what age they are. Let me drink some of my water, you guys. To let you know, my hands are clean. Make sure your hands are clean. So it's no need to worry about that. I'm cooking for my daughter and my daughter only. I'm not fixing food for masses of people, but my hands are clean. All right, so we have a half a bag of the Vital Wheat gluten. So that would be, as far as the ounces, that would be 11 ounces of Vital Wheat gluten. Okay, this is going to make a huge amount. So much so, trust me, that I'm going to have to, it doesn't look like it, but this is going to be so much, you guys. So that's a half a pound of Vital Wheat gluten. So when you see the measurements, you'll know that this is for a half a pound. This is so much that you're going to have to freeze this. And that's great because just like you can have items that's frozen and just be able to put it in the oven or microwave, if you bought it pre-packaged in the market, you're going to be able to do the same exact thing, which also saves on not only money, but it saves on time. And again, the good thing is you know exactly what's in the products. All right, so we're going to go ahead and mix our dry ingredients. Then we're going to add the water and some liquid smoke and things like that. And then we're going to let that sit and rise up a little bit. And then you're going to be able to see the texture. All right, and it's so fun to make. Nene usually makes this with me. So you're going to really, really enjoy making this. First, we're going to put in chicken seasoning. All right. If you want to know the measurements of everything that I'm using, trying to block myself from sneezing. Thank you, babe. I'm using probably about, this is garlic powder I'm using right now, you guys. I'm probably using about 3 tablespoons of everything because this is a lot, you got to understand. And you have to add flavor to this because this Vital Wheat gluten has no taste, no real taste to it. This is onion powder I'm using right now, you guys. Again, you want to season this just like you're seasoning regular chicken. Paprika. And I am going to have to break this video up in stages, you guys, but please watch them all because it's so worth it. Please watch it all. You guys, when I say that this tastes just like chicken, Nene, am I lying about that?
Nope.
And it's so good. It's just so good. So it has to be broken up in stages because it is a lot of work. But again, the point of making this is so that you can freeze it, and then you don't have to go through this again. You don't have to make any more of this long step or process for a while. You could take the Vital Wheat gluten. You can put, and this is trash. And right now, this is, I already named off all the seasonings. This is the rotisserie chicken mix. Alright. So that is all of my seasonings. We're going to stir this all together. Again, this is a lot of mock chicken that we're going to be making, so you want to season it well. And that's where the seasoning taste is going to come into. The texture is going to be texture. When I first made this, Nene was like, how is that going to be chicken? And I was like, watch. Watch mommy smoke. Liquid smoke, that is. Alright, you guys. So we have the water right here. We're going to add a little of the liquid smoke. And that's going to be probably, I was like 6 dashes, 7 dashes. So that equals out to probably about 2 tablespoons. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of the low sodium soy sauce. And then we're going to add this liquid to our Vital Wheat and seasoning. Now you want to add it a little at a time. And it's going to get this really neat texture, you guys. It's going to be so neat. We like making this, don't we, Nana?
Yeah.
All right, just go ahead and add all of that, and that should be enough. And watch what it does. We're gonna add a little bit more water in a second, you guys, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start. See how it gets this really tacky texture to it. Add a little bit more H2O. I think this may be enough. So at this point, we've used almost 2 wine glasses of water. Now this is going to be something that you're going to have to get your hands in. Okay, so again, make sure your hands are clean. But you're going to have to get dirty. I'm just going to add a little bit more water right there. We haven't used our whole wine glass yet. It's going to be like a sponge, you guys. It's like a really cool texture. And I know everybody's thinking, how is this going to wind up being like chicken? I promise you it will. I promise you. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and get our hands in this, you guys. You want to go ahead and mix this. Now, we've already mixed the dry seasoning ingredients well. So, it's already well mixed in here. But as you can see, it's like a big ball of sponge. Now, we're not done here. This is not where you want to just start frying this or baking this. No. There's a process to this, as I stated. Look at it, see? It's crazy. But it smells delicious, you guys. Can you smell it? Smell it. Looks like a big nasty brain, doesn't it? I did not just make that appetizing. But trust me, it's going to taste delicious. Just trust me. Alright, so. What you want to do is the process, because after you're going to start shaping this into balls, because we're making like popcorn chicken. So we want to start making this into balls. So, thank you. We want to start making this into balls, you guys. Alright? So what we're going to do, and I'm going to show you. What you're going to do is you're going to break these pieces off. And it's like a, see how it's like, you could just make them small like this because they're going to puff up. Why are they going to puff up? They're going to puff up because we're going to put it in that boiling water that we said we had. Remember, that's already been for this past 15 minutes boiling with the little bit of liquid smoke and soy sauce, low sodium soy sauce. So you're going to boil this. You're going to boil this for about 30 to 35 minutes. It's going to puff up. That's why this size is perfect, because it's going to puff up even bigger than this. And I'll show you in the next video what it looks like. Okay. Then, once you boil these, that's when you're going to do the sauce, as far as if you want to make just like a baked buffalo wing. You're going to do the sauce in a like a roasting pan or whatever. You're going to do your hot sauce and your sauce in a roasting pan, then put it in the oven or whatever. Okay? Or if you're going to fry it, you're going to dry it. Make sure it's dried after it comes out of the water from boiling. And then you're going to go ahead and bread it and then fry it. Okay? You can fry it in a pan or you can deep fry it, whatever you like to do. So I'm giving you basically like 2 recipes in one. Alright? But the point is to show you how you can actually make this. So again, you want to make sure that they're small pieces like this. They don't have to be formed perfectly. As you can see, I don't have to roll it or anything. Alright, just that's it. Just drop them down in here. Like so. And you just want to, after that's like this, then that's when you're going to drop it in the water. Alright, so make sure you stay tuned to the next video, because you're going to be lost if you don't. I'm going to break this up in 2 videos, but this was showing you how to make the base. Now, again, in these ingredients, you can add nutritional yeast. I would use probably about a ½ cup to a cup of nutritional yeast. That just adds a little extra good flavor. Anybody that knows anything about vegetarian cooking know that nutritional yeast is one of those things you want to always keep in your pantry. So, I skipped it, and it's still going to be great. So, that's up to you. Alright? So, go ahead and start pulling these pieces off. Remember, do not make them real big because it's going to puff up. like dough, the dough that it is. So go ahead and start pulling pieces off, and then come back in about 30 to 35 minutes and look at the next video, and then you'll be able to tell what is the next step. And then you can be creative and make any kind of sauce on it you want or whatever. But even meat lovers love this fake chicken that I make. So, all right, you guys, thank you for tuning in. I love you all so much. Please make sure you thumbs up. That lets me know that it encourages me to let me know that you want more videos like this and that you really enjoyed this video. I'm telling you, this will really help you guys out there that are transitioning from being a carnivore to a vegetarian. Trust me when I say this. All right, you guys, talk to you guys later and be blessed.